Number 6, AMW versus Triple X, 6 Sides of Steel. At the December 2004 Turning Point pay-per-view, tag team rivals America's Most Wanted battled Triple X inside the confines of the 6 Sides of Steel. The stakes were enormous, as the losing team would be forced to disband forever.
Even when we first heard about, hey, we want to put you guys in the cage again, the thought right there is like, good Lord, this feud is continuing on. I think, 17 months in between.
It's kind of like our Rock and Roll at Midnight Express feud.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's just, and this had to be it. And what better way to end the feud for good than to have, we had to put a big stipulation on it. And that was, the team that loses had to split up. And that's something, we were looking at it like, well, hell, we're not ready to split up. We got a lot more to do. So we went into it knowing that everything was on the line.
He was covered in blood. Everybody was bleeding. It's almost unavoidable in a match like this. For Daniel, but there he goes, right off the top. On an opportunity. They just slammed James Storm right into the Look at this. Look at it. Oh, he takes the elbow off. Puts him back to the other side of the cage. And then plants him. Teamwork right there in Triple X. Wow.
Complex, here's the pin. Cover, 2.
Oh, he gets up and top. Oh, look at this. Wow. He just slammed him from the top of the cage.
Bought him off the top. On the top of the cage. Good God.
You've got to be kidding.
Here's the pin. AMW. No.
How in the world did Prime Time kick out of that? Yes, sentence. There he goes, and he ends it. Oh, that's just wrong.
Pin attempt. Here's the cover. Here's 2.
He somehow kicks out of it. You gotta be kidding.
It's a miracle.
The bout featured the most insane move ever attempted when primetime Elix Skipper walked the top of the cage in a moment no one will ever forget.
No, he can't. He cannot. No way! No! Way! You got to be kidding! You got it!
A lot of people want to hear, my comments on that, and the truth is, when, you're sitting up there, I'm so distracted with kicking Daniels in the head. I got blood rushing in my face. I mean, I could see out of the corner of my eye, I could see Elix up there doing something, but, I think we both have been hurricane rounded by him off the top rope. But it's just not a thought that he's going to, be doing anything like that. And by the time I realized what was going on and wiped the blood out of my face, he was there. And it was just too late to even react. And the next thing I know, I'm flying through the air. And I remember when I landed, I thought I broke my rib. And so it was pretty intense. The whole match was intense.
Elix walking the cage, we had talked about the possibility of him doing that. And we both knew it was going to be kind of tricky to get one of those guys in position for him to do it. It's one of those things that in your head, you see it go off, but in reality, any little slip, any little misstep could have been disaster for him, for both of us.
When I went out to do it, it wasn't my goal to try to do the best move in wrestling or to do something nobody else could do. It was just one of those things I knew I could do, and I just had to do it. And I was with the right, 3 other people to do it, and we pulled it off.
I have never seen anything like this in my life.
No way! No! Oh my God! The Tower of Doom! They're gonna go for the Powerplex!
They got the Powerplex! Oh, they got it! 1, 2, 3! Unbelievable!
We just saw AMW beat Triple X with their own move! The combination powerbomb suplex! The Powerplex! Think about it, Don! AMW's together! They're a team! But Triple X, they must disband, they're done! Ladies and gentlemen, you have been a part of one of the most memorable nights in professional wrestling history!
I remember I was handcuffed to the corner when Elix got pinned. I couldn't help him out. So I finally got uncuffed, and I just put my head in my hands, and I was bleeding all over the place. And I wasn't thinking about the bleeding. I wasn't thinking about how I felt pain-wise. I was just thinking about how we weren't going to be able to tag ever again. And I felt like we were a better team than America's Most Wanted.
Going back and looking at the match, we did everything we could. They just, they had a better night than we did, and they happened to win.
It's unfortunate that we went out the way we did, but I think that everything we did in TNA, the name of Triple X, the legacy of Triple X is going to last forever.
It is regarded as perhaps the greatest steel cage match in the history of professional